tribulation, trouble. Jesus said it. He said, in this world, you're going to have tribulation. You're going to have some trouble. And I think that most of us, if you have lived any time at all on this earth, you've had some trouble in your life. Sometimes trouble can kind of go underground. And you think it's gone away, but it really hasn't. It's just kind of hid for a while, but it has a way of rearing its ugly head again later on in life. So the best thing to do is to deal with the trouble and deal with it head on and try to find resolution to it. But as I said yesterday, when trouble comes and you find yourselves in those times of tribulation, crisis, and your mind has just become all jumbled up and you just can't seem to be able to find focus, and it just begins to affect every area of your life. And not only does it affect the areas of your life, but it bleeds over to other people. And it causes stress. And, of course, it causes stress on our bodies as well as our emotions and our minds. So I have counsel for you. But this is one of the things that I have learned about giving counsel or advice and being a counselor, is that a person has to receive the counsel. And I've had times when somebody had come to me and they have these issues going on in their lives and they can't seem to find a resolution to it. And you begin to just talk to them and try to lead them into a path of finding that resolution. In other words, it's a path that you get on. You don't get the resolution just immediately, but you get on the right path. And head you in that direction. But I find oftentimes people become very resistant to that because truth is they lack the brooding. And we're going to talk about brooding later on in the study. But that thing about just constantly dwelling on it. But the first thing that has to happen to be able to bring resolution to trouble is you've got to isolate it. Because what happens is when something happens in your life and you would consider to be a crisis, it gets intermingled up with other things. And you find yourself going from one thing to another and not even really dealing about where the real issue is. It's kind of like I've had back trouble in my lifetime. And you go to the doctor or a chiropractor and you say, well, I got back trouble. They say, well, where is the pain? And I said, well, it's in my back. He said, no. Where exactly is it in your back? And he'll want you to point toward it. And then he'll start pushing and probing because he wants to find out exactly where does the trouble lie? Where is the pain coming from? And so it may cause a little thought process. But you begin to realize that not everything around you is in crisis. There's maybe one thing that's in crisis, but it's affecting other things, and you've begun to just associate it all together, and that's a part of the jumbled mess that's in your mind. And you can't find resolution. Well, what we want to have you do is find resolution and to find peace. Remember, Jesus said, be of good cheer, for I have overcome. It's Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.